Hello and welcome to a lecture series on total quality management. I am Dr. Vinod Kumar Yadav from the Department of Mechanical Engineering, GL Bajaj Institute, Greater Noida. Today we'll discuss about Taguchi's quality engineering philosophy that basically deals with the production of robust design against noises. So we'll discuss what is the meaning of noise, what is a robust design, what was the concept proposed by Dr. Jenichi Taguchi. So Dr. Jenichi Taguchi was basically an electrical engineer. He worked in the field of quality for so many years. So basically he focused on the reducing the loss of the product and developing a robust design basically. So if we talk about the loss a customer sustains can take many forms. So but the specific form is loss of product function. If the product is not able to serve its intended function, that may be termed as a loss to the customer or to the society. And if we talk about the purpose, if the desired design product is not serving the purpose, that also may tend to loss. So basically the Taguchi's quality loss is defined as the loss imparted to the society from the time a product is shipped to the society. So because he said that, Dr. Taguchi said that no amount of inspection will ever improve the quality of production. So that basically means that the quality must be controlled at the initial phases of the design, not at the inspection phases. So, so he said that quality must be engineered in. So at the development phase, at the initial phase of development, the quality must be controlled. Since it cannot be inspected out, so it is impossible or it is very typical to control the quality at the inspection phase. So it must be controlled at the engineering phase. So Dr. Taguchi basically contributed in the fields of quality engineering philosophy that basically defines the target and loss function. He also worked with methodology, dealing with the system, dealing with the parameter and tool design. He also dealt with experimental design. So he proposed use of orthogonal arrays, which are very important for designing the experiment or for optimizing the number of experiments to be performed for a specific function. So he also dealt with the analysis purpose. So analysis basically he talked about the signal and noise. So we'll see here what is the meaning of signal and what's the meaning of noise. Noise is basically a virus, sort of virus, that is disturbance to the product's performance. So he focused on the concept of controlling the S by N ratio, that is signal to noise ratio. So we'll see it must be as much as possible. So basically, Taguchi's concept of quality was focused on robustness. So how can we define the robustness? A robust product may be a product which shows its immunity to the noise variable. So basically noise is a sort of virus. As nowadays we are facing the crisis of this COVID-19, due to which the virus is affecting a lot to the entire world. So that virus has to be taken care. So in terms of quality or in terms of production, that noise variable is a sort of virus that is causing some defect to the product's performance. So Dr. Taguchi defined the product development process as design phase, service phase and post delivery phase. And he said that during design phase, if we control the quality, then that will be very easy to control its ultimate cost. If the defect, if any, is there inside the product, that must be controlled at the design phase. Second phase is service phase. So that will be more costly as compared to the design phase. And third phase is post delivery phase, that is basically the inspection phase or after service phase. So if we'll be controlling the quality at this phase, that will be more expensive. So according to Dr. Jenichi Taguchi, the robust design process include planning, conceptualization, system level design, detailed design, testing and production. So he said that if we control the quality of the product while conceiving the design, then it will become less costly to control the ultimate quality and ultimate cost of the product. So during this design phase, the robust design concept must be applied and the design must be controlled here itself, so that the product will not fail at the later stages. So second parameter is detailed design, where the robust parameter and tool design, or we can say that the process must be perfectly designed to to attain the desired set of targets. So at the testing and production phase, it becomes difficult to control the quality. In fact, it is somewhat easy, or we can say that we can control up to some extent, but it's a costly job to control the quality at the testing and production phase. So basically the quality sciences developed in UK dealt with the design of experiments, and that is developed in US deals with the statistical quality control methods. So basically Taguchi method, as I have told you, that it deals with the robust design concept. So that is basically a statistical method. Okay, so proposed in that US. So it includes the steps like system design, parameter design, and tolerance design. So we'll discuss in detail about these three parameters in coming slides. So Taguchi proposed to improve the quality of manufactured goods also. So this Taguchi's method may be applied to the fields like engineering, biotech, marketing, and advertising. Taguchi Taguchi's three principal contributions to statistics were specific loss function, offline quality control, innovations in design of experiments. Okay, we'll discuss one by one in this lecture. So loss function, starting with the loss function as proposed by Dr. Taguchi. That loss function is basically defined as deviation from the targeted value that will result into a loss. So if we set some target, from here we'll see an example. So the targeted value is the mean value of the, or we can say the nominal size of the product. Okay, so we must try to attain this value only. We don't have to deviate from the targeted value to the left or to the right. Okay, so as much as we deviate from the targeted value to the left or to the right, that will cause a loss to the society from the time the product is being shipped to the society. So basically societal losses are failure to meet customers' requirements or failure to meet the ideal performance and harmful side effects of the product. So that must be controlled at the design phase itself. So we take an example. So this graph shows the variability and distribution of frequency for TV sets produced by Sony company, and this graph is for Sony, which is located in Japan, and this dotted line graph is for Sony company, same company located in USA. So both the companies tried to produce the same product, that is color TV, and this x-axis shows the TV color density. So the target value was set to this value tau, and the deviations were tau minus 3 and tau plus 3. So as we can see that the Sony, which is situated in Japan, follows this variability curve. So this was observed with the Sony Japan, and in case of Sony USA, this was the curve. So what happens, what is the observation? From here we can see that the design and specifications of televisions manufactured by Sony Japan as well as Sony USA, these are seems to be identical because they are following the lower and upper specification limits. So this is the lower specification limit tau minus 3, and upper specification limit is tau plus 3. So it seems that both are obeying what is required and are identical in shape. Still, US customer preferred the color density of shift TV sets produced by Sony Japan. So this was more sold over those produced by Sony USA. So what is the reason? The significant difference in frequency distribution led to that effect. Basically, the customer preferred the quality as meeting the target. Okay, those televisions having the color density near to the targeted value, they were more preferred as compared to the other. In fact, they are meeting the specification limits of the customers, lower specification limit as well as upper specification limit. Okay, but still the customer focused the televisions which are more centered towards the targeted value. Okay, and their density was more centered towards the mean value. So we'll discuss here why this has happened. So according to Dr. Taguchi, the quality loss is a common measure out of upper specification limit or lower specification limit. but this is not suitable for all the areas of applications. So here he proposed a phenomena or philosophy that is nominal the best. So nominal is basically the targeted value. So he concepted that nominal the best technique can be adopted for quality improvement. So it means that if we are proposing to design a shaft, then its mean value must be considered, and we should try to produce all the shafts as according to its mean nominal diameter, right? So nominal the best basically means this was being developed by Taguchi, and more than 68 loss functions, many situations are approximated by the quadratic function that is called nominal the best type. So this is an example of a step function. So if we talk about the televisions produced by Sony USA, so this one will lead to a graph like this step function, because this is the lower specification limit. There I have shown tau minus 3, and here it is tau minus delta. So this delta corresponds to 3 value, okay, and this is upper specification limit tau plus delta, okay, where this delta is basically what, y minus tau. This is parameter performance characteristics y minus tau is basically the delta. So we can say that, we can check that these are not towards targeted values, and this y-axis shows the loss in dollars. So this second graph is meant for a quadratic loss function in which a curve is being drawn like this. So this indicates that if we focus towards the center part or targeted value, then the loss imparted to the society will be very minimal. So Dr. Taguchi focused on this part because he defined that the quadratic loss function or nominal the best value is a good technique to minimize the loss. Okay, here we can see that if the products are lying at their lower specification limits or upper specification limits, the targeted loss in dollars is around $8, right? So this will correspond to more loss. Okay, so it is important that a quadratic loss function must be incepted in quality design processes as proposed by Dr. Taguchi. So in other words, we can say that a quadratic loss function penalizes a product for being off target. So he proposed that it must be near to the target value. It should not deviate from the targeted value. Otherwise, the loss imparted to the society will be more. Okay. So this quadratic loss function as defined by Dr. Taguchi can be computed using this expression L is equal to K under bracket y minus tau to the power 2. So this L is basically the cost incurred as a quality deviates from the target. So this is loss basically. Y is the performance characteristics that we are dealing with. Okay, any parameter that we are dealing with related to the performance of the product. Okay, say its life of the product or so on. Tau is the targeted value, that is the mean value or average value, and K is the quality loss coefficient. So this K can be determined by setting this delta equal to y minus tau. Okay, that basically is the deviation from the target. So when this delta's value is at the lower specification limit or upper specification limit, when this delta is said to be equal to the value of lower specification limit or upper specification limit, the loss to the customers of repairing or discarding the product is delta is $8, as I have told you. This is loss. If this delta is equal to LSL or lower specification limit, then the loss to the customer will be delta will be this $8. Okay, so this concept may be used to compute the loss to the society, and this was being proposed by Dr. Taguchi. So he said that nominal the best type of curve dealing with the quadratic loss function is best suitable for controlling the quality. And using this discussion, we can see here that the variability in this case, the televisions produced by Sony Japan, is less as compared to the variability in this case. So these televisions are meeting the specification requirements, but they are close to the lower specification limit or upper specification limit. So Dr. Taguchi focused on the fact that it must be centered to the targeted value. So as soon as the variability is less, this will produce more quality product, will be preferred by the customers, right? So this was regarding the loss function imparted to the society or to the customer. So Dr. Taguchi also discussed about the average loss, because he said that later on he said that the average loss assumes that the quality characteristics is static. Okay, so because in actual practice one cannot always obtain the targeted value, or he cannot always get the or hit the target. Target here was tau. This cannot be attained at all conditions, all the time, and in a repeated production process. So in actual practice the averages can be taken off. So this basically average loss is varying due to noise, as I have told you, like viruses. Okay, and the loss function must reflect the variation of many pieces rather than just one piece. So this loss function does not depend upon a single piece, but we focus on a multiple piece and then we compute the average value. Okay, so now we'll focus on the noise factors and their classification. So noise, as I told you, is basically the defect or a virus which is affecting the performance of the product. So this noise factor can be classified as an external factor or internal factor. The external factor is basically the environment where the product is to be used. Okay, so this has to be taken care during the process of designing. So we have to focus on the environment on which the product will be used. So we have to compute the effect of environment on the product's performance there itself during the process of designing. So other parameter is internal noise factor. So that internal noise factor correspond to component specification deviation from the set targeted value. So if it is not meeting the target value, then it will deviate from the expected part. So this has to be taken care. So this internal noise factor may further be classified as unit to unit noise factor, like a seal is loose in a component, then it may tend to leakage. So deterioration due to design problems, example wear and tear of specific parts, may cause internal noise. And this concept was being proposed by Dr. Taguchi, and he said that the noise must be minimized, it must be less. So because noise factors cause deviation from the targeted value, and they will ultimately cause a loss to the society. So this loss due to noise factors can be minimized by, how can we minimize? By reducing the variability, as we have seen in the graph in case of Sony Japan, by minimizing the variance by bringing the average to bring it on targeted value. Okay, so these are some steps to minimize the loss. So this was regarding average loss factor, dealing with the noise consisting of external as well as internal factors. This noise has to be minimized, and here in case of average loss we use this relation to compute the average value of the loss, because we are dealing with multiple components and we are finding the loss of each component, then finding their average. So other loss functions proposed by Taguchi included the functions like smaller the better concept and larger the better concept. So here we can see that on x-axis we have certain performance characteristics, on y-axis we have a loss in dollars. So we can see here that in case of smaller the better, so this will be applicable to the cases where we are dealing with like defects. So we want to say that defects must be smaller, so the loss factor will be, or loss in dollars will be less. In other case we are talking about the larger the better value, like if this parameter tends to infinity, then the life of the product or warranty, then the loss imparted to the customer will be less. So what will summarize from here? Smaller the best value. So the target value is 0, as we have seen in this graph. Okay, this is for smaller the better value. So there is no negative loss for the performance characteristics. So for this particular case or for this particular concept, some of the examples are like bypass of air from the cooling coils. So it must be as smaller as possible to get the, or to minimize the loss function to a reduced level. So other parameters may include like radiation leak from an oven, cost must be minimum, time time to start anything must be less. Okay. Okay, material should be less utilized for producing a product. It should not be wasted. Startup time of laptop should be as small as possible, because we cannot wait for long time to start the laptop or our PC. Pollutant emissions must be less. Okay, so if we talk about the larger the better case, so the target value is infinity, which is a zero loss, which gives a zero loss. If the target value tends to infinity, then this will lead to a zero loss. Okay, so from this graph we can see here that if the targeted value tends to infinity, then the loss will be minimal. Okay, so this may be adopted to find out the loss function or loss value. So this basically larger the better concept is opposite to the smaller the better concept. So achieving infinity is typical process. Hence we can use the reciprocal of larger the better value. That is a good option. Okay. Some examples of larger the better values are adhesive bonding strength, weld strength, warranty of product, larger mileage, service life of product, etc. Okay, and these are certain relations we can use to compute the value of loss factor. Like this is the loss factor, this is average loss factor. So for nominal the best, this was the formula. Smaller the best, we can find out using this expression. Okay, the local value, the average value. Larger the best, this one can be used to find out the larger the best expression or loss. This is the average loss due to larger the better concept. So now we'll discuss about Taguchi's quality engineering factors and their classification. Basically, Dr. Taguchi classified the factors as control factors, noise factors, adjustment factors, and signal factors. So these are basically affecting the quality of the product. So control factors deals with basically optimizing the design factors, like part specifications must be optimized, materials must be optimized and used, roughness should be minimized. So these are control factors dealing with the design of the product. Other factors are noise factors. Noise factors are basically the expected noise while production or during usage, like dimensional inaccuracy, operating temperature, operating pressure. These may be affecting the performance of the product. Other factors are adjustment factors. These affects the mean value, okay, target value, but not the variance, like bonding time of adhesives. So this affects the mean value and variance is not affected. So we have to try to adjust the parameters in such a way that it must attain the targeted value. Other factors are signal factors. These are basically set by the users to meet customers' requirements. So like signal factors, how signal is strong. So if we talk about the welding torch, it must be maintained at an optimum distance from the workpiece so that proper signal is obtained. So we'll now discuss the noise reduction measures, which parameter is more important. Okay, so here we have written stages of product development. So basically I have shown three stages of product development: product design stage, process design stage, and manufacturing stage. These are the three basic steps of product development. And if we talk about the sources of noise, these sources of noise may be environmental variables, product deterioration, manufacturing variations. Okay, so if we talk about the product design phase, then we can control the source of noise at the which are concerned with the environmental variables. Yes, we can control it, but during process design phase we cannot control it, because we have to design the product in such a way that it is able to work during that sort of environment. So during manufacturing it is not possible to control. If we talk about product deterioration, then we can say that product design stage is capable of controlling this particular parameter. Okay, and similarly we cannot control the process design and manufacturing stage, okay, related to this product deterioration. Then we talk about manufacturing variations. These can be controlled during the production stage, during the process stage, during the manufacturing stage, and product design stage. So yes, this is important. So from this table we can see that the product design stage is liable to control all these factors or sources of noises at the design phase. So this is a good technique of controlling all these parameters or noises or sources of noises at their design phase itself, because that may tend to increase the cost of the production if we deal it during the process of designing or process designing or manufacturing. Okay, so this is a best example in which we can say that controlling the quality of the product and reducing the noise at the product design phase will be a good option and will ultimately reduce the cost of the product. So now we'll talk about the robust design method. Taguchi basically proposed 3-step offline quality control technique for product design. So these 3 steps are basically system design, parameter design, and tolerance design. Okay, what is system design? Basically, it's the conceptualization of any product or synthesis of that product that is being designed, innovation of a new product, etc. So this basically deals with the control of materials, what optimum material we have to use for that particular process, control of processes, which manufacturing process is to be used to produce that particular part, values, how much cost is to be incurred during its production, and parameters. We have to control the parameters at the design phase itself. So this was the main important phase. Then second step is parameter design. So we have to deal with the robust product with less noise. We have to focus on this part. It must be robust product so that it will not fail at the later stages of processing or during marketing or after sales. So this basically here the signal to noise ratio S by N ratio is important. Okay, so we'll define signal here. Signal is basically the square of mean value of quality characteristics. Okay, that is the square of mean value of quality characteristics. Whatever characteristics we are dealing with, if we square the mean value, then that will lead to signal. So that must be close to tolerances as desirable by the customers. Okay, so this basically must be strong as much as possible. So if we talk about the noise, that is basically the measure of variability, that is variance. So this is undesirable. Noise is undesirable. As I have told you, noise is basically a virus which is undesirable. That is a bug that will affect the performance of the product. So that must not be there in the product. So this is undesirable. So whatever variance we have seen in the first graph of Sony Japan and Sony USA, so from there we have checked that the variance must be minimized to control the quality to a greater extent and for better customer experience and customer satisfaction. So in fact we can conclude that larger S by N or signal to noise ratio is expected for robust design. So signal must be strong as compared to the noise. So this S by N ratio should be maximized to produce a robust design, and that will ultimately reduce the loss imparted to the customer as well as to the society. So the third step is tolerance design. So we have to optimize the tolerance to minimize the cost. Okay, if we'll make tighter tolerances that will be typical to maintain during the production process. So we have to look for all the options while designing the tolerances. So these are Taguchi's quality engineering concepts or philosophies that basically dealt with the quality in terms of robustness of the product, controlling the design of the product so that at later stage we don't have to invest money to control the quality. Okay, so the ultimate target of Dr. Taguchi was to control the specifications, control the system design, control the tolerance, control the parameters at the phase of designing so as to optimize the cost of the product and to lead a good customer reputation in the market.